Shoulders moving. I don't see some shoulders. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, get some shoulders moving. Bob that head from side to side. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Woo! You feel the energy in the room. Welcome everybody to Taste of Harmony. This is a community event where we want you to feel completely comfortable with asking questions. You'll get some answers today, whether it is about long-term care, about planning for what is to come, and also I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some technology today as well that's specific for senior citizens. So we are super excited to have you here this morning. Of course, there are a couple of faces that you all have been used to seeing in Denton Village. So Mr. Gino Saval there, and I'm going to further introduce him. We also have Michelle Kelly in the house, and we have Dr. Rachael Yvonne Davis here as well. And my name is Keisha Hunter, and again, I'm going to introduce them more before they come up and tell you a little bit about who they are and what business they are representing today. But my name is Keisha Hunter. I am with a company called the Hunter Legacy Group, and I created a program called SITE. And what that stands for is Senior Citizen Interactive Technology Enrichment. So that's just a fancy way of me saying that I show senior citizens how to use technology to combat loneliness, to combat dementia, and I also show you all how to identify and avoid scams. So by show of hands, who in here has been scammed before? I definitely have. So if you haven't, you are one of the lucky few. I applaud you. But we will talk a little bit about how to identify scams so that it's less likely of a chance that someone will take your money or whatever it is they're trying to get from you. So we'll talk a little bit more about that a little later in the program today. So first, the first person I'd like to introduce, we are going to talk about Harmony at Home, which again is a company that I'm sure that you've seen several times here at Denton Village. They provide compassionate, heart-centered senior care services that support individuals and families through life's transitions. Their teams helps families understand care options and navigate next steps with dignity, respect, and clarity, often allowing for them to continue to age in place at home where they are most comfortable. So everybody put your hands together and give a warm welcome for Gino Saval.
Can we give a warm round of applause for Keisha Hunter for getting us started today? I'm not good with the microphone. I may switch to just talking. I have a voice I was told that carries. But first off, I just wanted to say to everyone, thank you so much for being here and good morning.
Good morning.
I know we didn't put coffee back there. So let's try this again. Good morning. Good morning. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So my name is Gino Savali. I know you guys have been here. You've seen me in and around. You know a little bit about what I do. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the why, how, what we're doing and what it takes care of. So let me share a story with you. I meet with folks that are of a certain age all the time. And one of the main things I hear is, I'm not ready, it's not the right time, not right now, I'm not old enough. And I've heard many people, a lot smarter than I am, talk about not trying to time things. So, may I share a small story with you? All right? All right. So, I'm gonna bet a cup of coffee that most of you have got more birthday candles on your cake than I do. That being said, My wife, yesterday, she's about a year or two younger than I. Yesterday morning, I was at work. I was in the middle of a meeting. I get a text message. I'm dizzy, I just fell. My heart sank. I went, muted my microphone because I was on the Zoom call. I went to my boss, Sam, and I said, "Had to go." Left. Drove home. She couldn't stand up straight. She was wobbling. She was confused. She was panicking. Take her to the ER. Right now, she's in ICU. So, why do I share this story with you? Because I talk to folks like you all the time, and everybody says, "I'm okay. I don't need any help. We're good. Stand on my own 2 feet. I'm not having a problem." But let me ask you a question. Raise your hand if you bought a car and started driving first, or you bought a car and got insurance and then started driving.
I got insurance.
Why do you think that is?
Make sure.
Just to make sure something's bound to happen, right? What we do isn't about help. What we do is about support. I want to support your goals, and it will be different for each and every person here. Customizable. One of the things I love about this company, the founders of this company, I love telling this story. The founders of this company used to work for another franchise, and that franchise was like option A or option B. And they were like, "Well, I'd like a little from Cotton." No, option A or option B. This company does yes and. Ooh, okay, that's an interesting request. Yes, we can do that, and we can do it this way or this time. Okay? I love that about this company. So easy to work for when someone says, "Can you?" And I could go, "Probably." Right? That is the best thing I love about Harmony at Home. We do not offer a package. Just not there. Your care will look different from your husband or your wife's care. It just changes. We customize it specifically for you, what you need. No more, no less. May I share a joke with you?
Sure.
Heard this the other day, and I laughed, and then it kind of hit home. It's kind of what I call the grenade joke, where it kind of sinks in a little bit later. You'll understand what I mean. So there's a guy sitting on the roof, and there's a flood. Okay? Guy with a rowboat comes by and says, "Oh, hey, you're on the roof. Come on, get in my rowboat. I'll row you to safety." His response, "Nope. God will take care of it. He'll save me." "Okay, sure." Moves on. Another guy comes by, Coast Guard. He's got a bigger boat. "Sir, we're here to save you. Come on, get in the boat." "I'm okay. I'm dry. God is going to take care of it." FEMA comes in. They have a helicopter hovering over the guy's house. They're like, "Grab the rope." "I don't need any help. God's going to take care of this." Sad part of the story, he doesn't make it. He passes. He goes up to the pearly gates and he says, "I thought you were going to save me." He goes, "I sent you 2 boats and a helicopter. You didn't get in." There's a lot of people in this room. A lot. Not just the people speaking up here. They're here to support you and give you some help. My wish is that you will allow, not me, but someone to give you a little support to remain here with your friends doing the things that you want to do. We can't time when we need help. But what we can do is we can make sure that it's available when we need it. That's all I have. Thank you so much for your help. I appreciate that. Thank you for listening. I do want to say, as a kickoff to this, we are opening a concierge program. Those of you here today, if you come see me after this event at my table over there, you get a tremendous discount on our services. It is today only. If you think about it and say, I'll stop back, honestly, we're not offering it. We're doing 50% off sale. So come see me today, schedule an appointment, and there's a really good opportunity for you. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Gino. Another round of applause for Gino. Thank you so much. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, if you all will look on the table and let me know if you don't have one of these. There should be a sheet that says identifying scams. Does everyone have one?
No.
Let me get you all one. Okay, no worries. Thank you. You're very welcome. Okay, no problem. And what we're going to talk about as part of the SITE program, one of the things that we find extremely important to cover is scams. So if you take a look, and we'll just go through a couple of these on the sheet, some of the real important ones. So by show of hands, are you using email by chance?
Yeah.
Okay. Do some of you get text messages by chance?
Yeah.
Probably a lot of them, right? So one of the main things that I want to share with you are just some of these points that can help you to identify potential scams. So of course, not everything that you receive via email or text message is going to be a scam, but some things you can just see some telltale signs that will help you to remember, like, okay, I better not click on that link. And that you're going to hear me say that probably 20 times before I end this segment of this morning is don't click on the link, okay? I'm going to have y'all repeat it with me at the end, because that is the main thing that can really keep you safe from a lot of scams. So number one, the first item there, poor grammar and spelling. Now I know everyone is not a spelling bee champion, okay? We know that. Everyone did not get an A in English, and that is okay. However, a lot of times you can tell whenever you get an email or a text message that is really poorly worded and has a lot of misspellings. That is just one of those key signs that can help you to think, well, maybe this is not from a legitimate person or a legitimate business. So that's one of the things that you want to look at, okay? Let's see, urgent requests. One of the main things, whenever someone is trying to scam you, they will put a lot of urgency on that text or on that email. Stop what you're doing, send your information right now, or ensure that it's that family member. Always do your due diligence to just pause for just a moment and think twice before you click on a link and before you share your personal information. Now, as I'm sure most of you know, especially coming from your banks and places like that, they are not going to text you or email you asking you to log into your account or to send you or ask for your bank account or your information. They are not going to do it. So if you get an email or a phone call even, or a text message, and they are asking you for important information like your date of birth, your social security number, your address, anything that can absolutely identify you, what I like to have my senior participants do, you just pause, and if there's a question about it, just use the email or the URL, which is the website that you normally use, and just go there, find the phone number, or on the back of your debit or credit cards, there's going to be a customer service phone number. So when in doubt, just stop what you're doing and call the business or the bank to see if they actually reached out to you. 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you, no ma'am, and no sir, that was a scam. So anytime somebody wants your personal information or your bank card information or your bank account information, just pause for just a moment and do not click on the link and take a moment to just call your customer service to see if they have actually reached out to you, okay? So when you're online, does anyone get on to social media like Facebook or Instagram or maybe TikTok? Do you? Okay, very good. So a lot of people are also trying to do scams on social media. So what they'll do, they'll actually hop into your inbox or your direct message, and they'll try to start a conversation with you. And they will try to be your absolute best friend. They will ask you just basic questions like, do you like quilting, or do you like animals, and just try their best to get to know you. And then it could be months down the line, and then wham, they're like, can you send me your information, or can you help me with this, or can you send me $40 for that? So just beware whenever someone is sending you friend requests, or if they are speaking with you in your direct message. It is okay to have conversations, because a big part of what we teach is combating loneliness, which means that you still have an opportunity to meet new people, whether it be online or in person. However, no one should be asking you for your personal information, and that is the key. So you can meet new people, have conversations with new people, but if they start asking you for your address, your bank information, your social security number, your date of birth, then you want to pause and just do not share that information, because that can lead to some pretty terrible things down the line, okay? And then the last quick thing we'll go over is something that I've already said a couple of times, and I'm gonna have you all repeat after me, okay? Y'all ready? Okay. Do not click on the link. Okay. So if you don't remember anything else, whether you get an email, whether you get a text message, or whether somebody is on social media, do not click on the link and you will be good. All right? There is a little, real quickly, on the back of that sheet, I want you to keep this. There are some free resources. If you are in a situation where you think you may have been scammed, there is a really cool company called Senior Source, and they actually have resources to help senior citizens go through the process of recovering their money, making sure they are secure again. So that is a resource there. And then we'll go over a couple of other quick things a little later in the program. So that is scams, all right? Okay, all right, so we are going to keep moving this morning, and our next speaker that I'm going to introduce is with Good Shepherd Hospice. They offer comfort-focused care and education that goes far beyond your common misconceptions about hospice. Their team helps individuals and families understand hospice as a supportive service that prioritizes quality of life, comfort, and care. And many are surprised to learn that individuals can graduate out of hospice when circumstances change. So that we can learn a bit more about hospice, everyone welcome Michelle Kelly.
I'm Yvonne, because my husband says my voice carries.
Okay.
So I am Michelle Kelly. I see a lot of familiar faces and some new ones. So I am with Good Shepherd Hospice. We are a privately owned hospice. We've been owned by one gentleman and his wife for 30 years, and we are a faith-based hospice. So when we bring folks onto our services, we're not just looking at the medical care that we provide them, we're looking at the spiritual support, the emotional support, and all of those things that go with that in order to support someone. So would you all agree that oftentimes we don't really know what our healthcare options are until we're in the middle of needing them? Sort of like the example Gino gave. We don't really know what's available to us. So in that moment, you might feel very overwhelmed, and so oftentimes you're making those very crucial decisions under a lot of pressure, worry, fear, things like that. So that's where hospice can come in and provide that education about what hospice can really do for someone. So as Keisha said, we have people that come onto our services It may be for a very short time because they are in a crisis. It might be for many months, and then some people are actually on for a number of years, actually, sometimes up to 3 years. So it just depends on where you are in your healthcare journey. What Good Shepherd offers is a wonderful team of people that come out to support you. That includes a physician, a nurse, certified nurse aides, chaplain, social worker. We have a lot of volunteers that come in and support. So it's a very wonderful program, and we actually have a team that's dedicated just to this Denton area. So it is a fantastic benefit also because it is fully covered under Medicare. So that includes all of your care, medications, durable medical equipment, pretty much anything that you would need. So it's a great benefit that you've already paid into. Very, very good for keeping you independent, keeping you in your home where you want to be, like Gino said, with your friends and engaged in your community. So it's a very, very good benefit. And oftentimes when we meet with families, they aren't always sure about hospice. They don't know what it is. And then once they learn what it is, they may not even choose it, but at least they know it's an option. So while medical care doesn't always cure us of everything, having that comfort, care, quality of life is always possible. So we would love to help anybody here. If you have any other questions, I'm definitely going to be available to answer those. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Okay.
I do much better one-on-one. I'm not a very good publisher.
You were perfect. I don't know what you're talking about, Michelle. Okay, so for this next segment, we have a little bit more of sight, which is the technology for seniors. So one of the things that I love to do when I work with seniors is I help them to understand how to use YouTube for your health benefits. So of course, there's so much that you can look up on YouTube, pretty much anything you can think of, any question you have. I was just speaking with this beautiful lady here about her using technology for recipes and things of that nature. So you can use YouTube for a lot. So what I want you all to do, of course okay, let me see that. Okay, there we go. So what I would like for you all to do with me real quickly, I have queued up.
Welcome back to another exercise video.
We're going to do a quick 5-minute exercise. And actually before I start this, this is the reason why I love to use YouTube for exercises specifically for seniors. So number one, what exercise does, and I'm sure you all have heard this plenty of times before, it improves your brain blood flow and cognitive function. So regular physical activity increases circulation to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients that support memory, focus, and neural health. So it can help to push away the cognitive decline that tends to happen as we age. Number two, it strengthens your body to protect your independence. So exercise maintains your muscle mass, balance, and mobility, which of course helps to reduce the chances of falls and things of that nature. So that is the reason why I'm always a big proponent of doing a little bit of exercise. So you all can stay in your seats, okay? You don't have to get up and do too much moving. And I'm gonna sit with you, and we're gonna do this quick routine. Let's get started. And it's only 5 minutes long, so we won't take too much time.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay, there we go.
Exercises. Let's sit up nice and tall in our chair. We're just going to start with some shoulder rolls.
Okay.
So bring those shoulders up, back, and down. And we're just going to go.
That's right. Let's get it. So everybody needs exercise.
2, 3, nice gentle rolls. 4, and last one.
And
5, excellent work. Let's just shake out
Shake
those
them out.
arms,
Yes.
loosening up the muscles. Excellent work. Okay, let's get into the first stretch now. I'm going to turn side on so you can see what I'm doing.
You just stay where you
What
are.
we're going to do is interlace our fingers. So it looks like this. And we're just going to push our palms out to the front like
There you
this.
go.
And then we're going to push them as far as we can. So we're stretching out that upper back and the arms. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. So Sitting up nice and tall, keeping that stomach tight. Head up, shoulders up, pushing straight out. We've got 20 seconds to go. Excellent work, relaxing into the stretch, but also feeling the stretch. So pushing out as far as you can, tightening the right muscles, and let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent work, bringing those palms back around, placing it in your lap. Okay, we're going to get on to the next stretch now, which is similar. What we're going to do is interlace our fingers again. We're going to push our palms out. We're going to bring our arms up as far as we can.
Far as you can.
Up to the ceiling. That's it. Pushing all the way up. If you have trouble interlacing your fingers, just do it with your arms pointing straight up.
So you can also do this as well.
Interlaced. Okay, let's hold for another 15 seconds. Pushing all the way up, feeling the stretch down the spine.
Excellent.
Feeling it in those arms. And let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2,
and 1. All right, bring them on down.
Arms down, shaking out those arms.
Shake them out, shake them out.
Okay, let's sit back upright again in that nice, good posture. We're going to stretch out the neck now, both sides. What we're going to do is bring our ear down to our shoulder whilst our head keeps facing the front. Just like this.
Either
Stretching
side.
out this side, bringing the ear down as far as you feel comfortable. Not pushing into any pain, not bringing the shoulder up, just nice and relaxed. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2,
and
1.
1.
Excellent work. Now taking your hand, placing it on the side of your head, and just with a gentle force, you're going to increase the stretch.
Don't hurt yourself though now.
You're not pushing down too hard. Nice and gentle. And let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2,
and 1.
Let's do the same on the other side.
On the other side.
Bring the ear to the other shoulder. Just like this. As far as you feel comfortable, feeling the
There you
stretch on the
go.
opposite side now. Okay, holding that stretch. Let's go for 5 more seconds.
4,
And 5,
4, 3,
2, 1.
and then a
Excellent
deep
work. Grab
stretch.
your hand.
There we go.
Place it on the side of your head. Just going to increase that stretch in the neck. We're going to hold this for 5 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Excellent work. Sitting back
Almost
up.
there, guys.
Just relaxing your body, slouching over. Now let's get back into that good posture. Now what we're going to do is stretch out our glutes. So we're going to sit back in our chair like this, getting that upright posture. We're going to grab our leg and we're just going to hug it like this. So straight up
Maybe this as high as you can
and
if
hold
you
in this
can.
position.
There you go.
Let's hold this for 10 seconds.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And 5, 4, 3,
Stretch it out. We need those glutes
1.
popping.
Excellent work. Now bringing your foot and placing it on your other leg if you can.
If you can.
Safety, holding the leg and feel the
Safely.
stretch increase in those
Very
glutes.
good.
Hugging in nice and tight. Let's hold this for 10 seconds.
Oh, this is a good one. This stretch.
And 5,
Very
4,
good.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
Great work. Let's change legs, doing the exact same thing. Bringing up that leg, holding onto it,
Beautiful, beautiful.
feeling the stretch, maintaining that upright posture, hugging on nice and tight.
Very good.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent work. Bring
right.
your foot over your other leg.
You can swing it on
Holding it
over.
again, increasing that stretch. Bring in as far as you feel comfortable.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So you can feel that stretch in your leg. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent work. Bringing your leg down. Nice and tall.
Almost there, y'all.
Shoulder rolls now. 1, 2. Nice big shoulder rolls.
Big shoulder rolls, big shoulder rolls.
4.
Yes.
Nice 1. 5.
Very good.
Take a deep breath in.
Deep breath.
Breathe out. Relaxing the body as we breathe out.
And out.
And we're all done for that 5-minute morning
All right.
stretch. Great.
Very good, everybody.
More exercise for the girls. Make make sure you subscribe to this channel.
I'm so proud of you all. Everybody was participating. Give yourself a round of applause. So something very simple, very easy, and there are hundreds of those on the back of that resource sheet that I handed out earlier. I actually created a playlist for you all. So if you do happen to get onto YouTube, you can go to that playlist and there's a host of different exercise videos there waiting for you. All right. So on the last piece of today, I am super excited to introduce our final speaker of the morning, Dr. Rachael Yvonne Davis. She's a legacy advisor and community advocate. She brings together education, planning, and community support through her work with Mutual of Omaha Advisors and Book Angel. She helps individuals and families think ahead, understand their options, and feel more confident about planning for peace of mind, dignity, and long-term well-being. Book Angel, our community resource partner, which is all this amazing things that you see over here, which we will start those raffles in just a moment as well. Actually, we'll just do all the raffles at the end. But Book Angel is a family-founded nonprofit providing meaningful resources and in-kind donations to support individuals, families, and seniors. All prizes and additional swag for attendees are generously provided through Book Angel to ensure that everyone leaves feeling valued and supported. So before I bring Dr. Rachael Yvonne up, she has a couple of quick videos that she would like for me to play. So let me do that real quickly.
See you then.
All right.
What we've been doing this morning, County
Happy birthday, Rachael Davis.
Shoes and Fox Gold.
Happy birthday to you.
It's about 3 in the morning.
Happy birthday to you. Now I gotta start talking. I should have called my hair before I done that. She's sick too. Hello, Rachel. We just checking on you. You should ask me more. I got a big gap with my teeth on it. I'll talk to you later.
All right, everybody, please welcome Dr. Rachael Yvonne Davis.
Thank you all so much, and thank you for just giving us the opportunity to come to fellowship with you today and to share more about who we are and what it is that we do. Like Keisha said, I am a financial representative with Mutual of Omaha Advisors, and I am deeply involved in my community with civic work, with nonprofit work, and leadership work across North Texas, and some would even say internationally. But before my title, I'm a daughter. I'm a daughter first. And this work for me, it is extremely personal. I'm extremely passionate about it. And, you know, to tell you just a little bit more about the videos and why I'm sharing these things with you, my father died during the pandemic as a result of receiving the COVID-19 vaccine. My mother is currently dealing with breast cancer again for a second time. Had a rough morning because she just wasn't feeling good, and I had to be a daughter. I had to be there for her, but I still showed up because that's what my parents instilled in me. And this is extremely personal because when health changes suddenly, you realize very quickly what was planned and what wasn't. My sister taught my dad how to leverage technology and use it so that he could feel empowered and so that we could remain connected. I'm a daddy's girl at heart. My dad was a true girl's dad. He guarded us, he protected us regally. He worked really hard at his job. Our family, we own land, so on the weekends he would take us out there, he would tend to our family farm, and he would still make it on time to church on Sundays, to open the church and to serve as a deacon. You know? And for him, the sacrifices that he made and the planning that he put in place, he did that so that he could leave just a lasting legacy for our family. He wanted that land to stay in our family and for us to always have a place to call home. And he was really adamant about my sister and I pursuing our education. To give you just some more context, my little sister and I, on my mother's side of the family, we are the first grandchildren to graduate from high school. From high school. And we're not the oldest or the youngest, but we're the first grandkids to graduate from high school. And then after he passed, I ended up being the first, because he insisted that I continue to go to school and that I don't quit my job to take care of him. But I ended up being the first person in my entire family to earn my doctorate degree, right? And so part of my ability to do that and to show up and to serve is because of the sacrifices and the planning that my dad put in place. When it came time for me to go into college, he was able to leverage some of the insurance policies that he put in place to pay those initial down payments. And after I showed up and I did well in school, I got scholarships that covered the rest. I just got a letter in the mail a couple of days ago that said all my student loans are about to be forgiven, right? Because I was obedient and I did what my dad told me to do, right? And so I don't mean to get overly emotional or to be, shaky up here with you. I promise I'm not nervous. I promise that, my family, we've experienced a lot. My dad and I, we were actually in a really bad car accident. And again, he had great insurance, right? And he was able to take time to recover with me as my neck and my back and my bones healed. And I continued to move, to grow and to develop. And so again, this work is deeply personal to me. And I love working with Mutual of Omaha advisors because first and foremost, we're stable. We've been around for over 100 years, and us protecting our when we say protect your kingdom, it really aligns with the values that I grew up having, right? And one of the things that I learned with my journey with working with, my parents and everything, that it is a lot easier to plan when planning has been put in place. It's really difficult to pivot and to navigate from a place of chaos when there are conversations that never had been had. Or if you've had the conversations, you never took the time to verify what's going on, if that makes sense. So, and I hate to say this like this because I don't believe in fear selling, but sometimes people think that they have insurances, they think they have coverages, they think they have things that are in place that are going to truly protect you, but is that really what you have? So it never hurts to get an analysis done by someone, to have another financial review, or just to have someone to sit down and to look to make sure that there aren't any gaps that are missing in your plan. I've experienced both sides of that. The positive side of having great plans put in place, but then also the shock and the heartache of knowing that my dad thought that there was an extra $300,000 to help pay off my mother's home, and it wasn't there because of the type of policy that was in place. It was not a cash value building policy. And so there was something there that slipped, not because we were irresponsible, not because we didn't think ahead, but because we did not slow down long enough to verify. And when the time came, it was too late, right? And so I want to encourage people to just take the time. When I work with clients, I don't mind coming out to you. I take my time to get to know you, to get to know, what's important to you. There are frameworks and systems that we work from to keep things structured and organized. And sometimes in that planning and in those conversations with you and your families, it means that we take a break for the day, right? And we set some tasks, we do some homework, I do some research, you do some research, and we come back together again. At the end of the day with Mutual of Omaha, we're not trying to push products. I'm not trying to make everyone fit into a particular solution. I'm looking for what is going to work best for you and your family so that you can sleep well at night and so that you can rest assured knowing that the desires and the plans for your legacy and your family is being carried out to the way that you wanted it to be done. And so when I work with clients, I think about my own journey. I think about my own dad. I remember that you all are someone else's mother, that you're someone else's auntie or favorite best friend. And that's the approach that we take. And, I had a whole lot more that I was going to say and all this stuff that I put together. But, I say take the time to get to know us. I would welcome the opportunity if you would want us to come back out here just to sit with you all and to have those conversations. I would love to do that for you if you saw fit. And I want to encourage you to think about, structure. I want you to think about comfort and support. At the end of the day, you all live in this beautiful facility, and what this facility tells me is that you value your independence and you value being in control. And the best way that you can maintain and retain that control is by making sure that you have a plan in place. So I just want to encourage you all to do that. I want you all to consider and think that, you know, sometimes Medicare, Medicaid, it doesn't cover everything. Sometimes having a will in place, that's not enough to keep your family out of probate. So just take the time to speak with us, and I just want to thank you for your time. Right. And if you have questions or concerns, I'll be here as long as you need.
All right, perfect. And everybody, if you'll give Dr. Rachael another round of applause, and also Michelle Kelly and Gino Savali. So we really appreciate your time today. We all will be hanging out. I have a table back there, of course, Dr. Rachael from Mutual of Omaha, and Michelle and Gino as well. All right. And so again, we'll be here back in the back or at our tables. If you would like to learn more about any of our programs or services, we'll hang out. We're more than happy to answer any questions you have. We appreciate you all coming today. Again, if you have any questions, let us know, and we look forward to possibly coming back another time and hanging out with you all and doing some other fun activities. And we just appreciate your time today. So you guys have a wonderful... Oh, okay. Oh, and before you leave, if you want a prize, let us get a picture with you, please. That would be amazing. But besides that, we appreciate you. We appreciate your time. We hope you enjoyed breakfast and the information that we shared today. And hopefully we'll see you all again. Thank you.